So data validation. So data validation is a feature that allows the user to set limits and restrictions to cells in a spreadsheet, and that will help reduce human error at the point of input. Okay, so I want to set a restriction on the number of days holidays that an employee can take. So I'm going to set a validation rule here that people cannot take more, they can't take more than 50 days holidays in the year. So that would mean that the number they enter must be less than 50. So under data, there's an option for data validation. There's 3 options here: data validation, circle invalid data, and clear validation circles. Now I'm looking at the top one first. This lets me set a validation rule. So in settings, it's saying allow whole numbers less than, and I put in what the maximum number is. So I'm going to say the maximum number is 51. And I will say OK. Now, I made the point of saying that data validation traps the errors at the point of input. So these figures are already in. So it's not going to trap the error there. But if I was to enter a new employee, so I'll say Bill. Say Bill is the 2nd of the 2nd, 77 as well, and he's in personnel, and we'd say Bill is 55, and it stops me. Sorry, he's not 55, he's got 55 days holidays. It's trapped the error. This value does not match the data validation restrictions defined for this cell. So I'm going to say retry. I'll check with Bill, how many days holiday did you take? And he said, well, it was only 25. So I put in the 25, and it lets me carry on then to the next cell. So if the data is in already, you will have noticed under data validation rule, data validation, there was circle invalid data. So if the data has already been typed, it will circle anything that breaks the rule. And that's great because I can go and check the numbers. So he was 25, this one was 23, this one was 26. And you can see the circles clearing as the data becomes valid. If I want to remove the circles under data validation, we've got clear validation circles. Okay, so I'm going to set another validation rule that absences, the number must be under 20. And this helps to keep a track of if somebody is taking too many days leave, it'll trap it for me. So I've highlighted the cells under data, data validation, settings. It will allow whole numbers less than 20. That's a reasonable number of days absence before you'd query employees. Okay, has anybody broken the rules so far? Circle invalid datas? Nope. Clear the circles. And we come along to Bill Rogers, and if Bill had 40 days, traps the error. I say we try check with Bill, and he said no, it was only 4 days, and I can enter 4.